There is no official legal definition of sexual assault, however, it can be loosely defined as any unwanted sexual contact. It is against the law to have sex with anyone under the age of 13 years old. It is illegal to have sex with anyone between the ages of 13 or 16 if the perpetrator is 4 or more years older. And it is illegal to have sex with anyone under the age of 18 if the perpetrator is 2 or more years older.
Sexual consent is a voluntary agreement to perform a sexual act. Consent is not silence. Just because the victim does not resist does not mean they don't consent. The law states that the victim does not have to show proof that they did not consent if they're ever faced in a court situation.
Anyone convicted of a sexual crime faces a high chance of incarceration. Additionally, they are required by law to receive sex offender treatment and must register as a sex offender in their state.
The laws regarding sex crimes are the same for both men and women. Other examples of sex crimes are prostitution, adultery, fornication, and bestiality.
In Minnesota, a victim can file for sexual assault within a marriage. This is not true in all states.
All reports of sex crimes should be directly reported to the police as soon as possible. Rape victims should be entitled to medical care and possibly a rape kit with any type of psychological treatment they need. If a child is sexually abused, it is critical that they report it to an adult they trust. These adults are automatically required to report it to a governmental agency, which then reports it to the police.
After a sexual crime has been reported, a police investigation will begin and social service agencies will often be brought in to protect the victim. Sexual harassment is any unwanted sexual advances, contact, or physical movement. In the state of Minnesota, both employers and schools are required by law to post their sexual harassment policy annually.
Although it is not as widely recognized, the simple atmosphere of a work environment can also be counted as sexual harassment. Often, there's sexually explicit graffiti, remarks made that target women very negatively, and offensive, hostile, intimidating factors.
If an individual is being sexually harassed at school, they should report to a teacher, parent, counselor, principal, or superintendent.
If you are being sexually harassed at your school or workplace and people are ignoring your complaints, it's very critical to follow the basic procedures of how to make a proper complaint. If the complaint is then ignored after the procedures are followed, please follow up with the superintendent or supervisor of the building which you are in. It's also required that you make a civil case if they are still being ignored.
Accused of sexual harassment or assault in a school setting, an investigation will begin and you face a high chance of expulsion. Additionally, if you are accused of sexual harassment or assault in a work setting, an investigation will also begin and you face a high chance of termination.